So without wasting so much time, I want to greet you, and I first want to congratulate you all, whoever is in this house, okay, for this bold step that you have taken, and for whoever introduced you to this opportunity. And I know and I want to believe that this is going to be a life-changing opportunity to each and every one of you in this meeting tonight. So please pay attention and listen carefully, not to miss a single word from our masterclass overview tonight. So remember, what you're going to be doing tonight is just to take you through, guys, what it is that you should expect once you get in class. And this is the other reason why I said I'm not accepting any payment before I take you through the masterclass overview, so that everyone, before you can actually commit yourself, you really understand what you're getting yourself into. Because I'm not going to lie to you, it's going to be engaging, and it's going to need your concentration, and it is going to need your participation. And it will take some of your time, because we will be learning on a daily basis from Monday through Friday, but we are going to talk about the timings much later. So the reason why I decided not to accept any payment is because I want you first to understand what you're getting yourself into. So with that said, welcome very much to HCA Crypto Academy, and this is Masterclass Overview. So, but just before we get to that, I want to promise you that at HCA Crypto Academy, we do our best to support each one to make sure that by the time you are coming to the end of the academy, you've really understood, in as much as probably you might not understand everything at large, but by the time you're coming out of the academy, you will have understood most of what we will be learning, and you'll be in a position to move or to venture into the crypto space by yourself without having to inquire from people. Probably you'll be just inquiring to compare notes with other people. Okay, so that is what we do here. But it's very important that you also get to know who you're dealing with. And most people know me by the name HCA. And HCA is a young crypto enthusiast who've developed interest into the crypto industry over the past 6 years. And I've helped quite a good number of people to learn about cryptocurrency investments, being able to see opportunities in cryptocurrency. I'm also a hodler. You're going to learn who a hodler in class. I'm also a crypto investor, a crypto trader, a crypto coach, mentor, and a networker. Okay, and the part of networking is actually one of the best parts that I like, because were it not for networking, I would never have known about cryptocurrency. So it's through networking that I got introduced to this cryptocurrency space and actually became part of me. I'm as well a graduate with a bachelor's degree in film production and animation. And of course, a global trotter. I love traveling, a husband, and a dad to two very beautiful kids. And about the degree or the bachelor's degree that I graduated from, or I graduated with, I did this degree from the Multimedia University of Kenya. And to be very honest with you guys, I've never made even a single cent from what I actually studied in campus. And I want to believe it's actually maybe the same story with most of us here. But you see, the world is changing and almost everything is going online. And when we're talking about cryptocurrency, we are talking about online money and a way you can transact money digitally in a very faster and easiest way. And during those transactions, there are some very, very many opportunities that you're going to find that you can actually make money out of. And it was out of these opportunities that I was able to this whatever I studied in campus for 4 years, having paid all the money that I paid and having gone through the degree for all those years, and decided to venture into crypto. Personally, the last time I got employed, I was in campus. After campus, I've never been employed. And whatever small or whatever much I've been able to achieve in life, I've actually been able to do that through cryptocurrency. And that is why I found it wise, because if I can make it in crypto, and then it means anyone else out there can actually make it out of crypto. And that is why I actually decided to come with this academy, so that to enlighten people, because a lot of people have actually probably lost money through cryptocurrency. I personally, before I actually got very much acquainted in cryptocurrency, I actually also lost money. the very first time I invested in cryptocurrency. But this did not stop me from wanting to know what is this cryptocurrency, because I was investing in a certain program. I'll tell you a story about it later in class when you're talking about Ponzi schemes and scams. So I was introduced into a very kind of lucrative business. I didn't understand how it operates, but they used to pay in Bitcoin. And this caught my attention. So I went ahead and invested all my campus savings into this business and ended up losing all that money. But this did not stop me. Actually, to be honest, I never regret that I lost that money, because it is out of losing that money that made me to want to know what is this cryptocurrency thing. How did I end up losing all my savings, And it is for that reason that I decided to dig deeper. Then I met with a lot of people who are more knowledgeable about cryptocurrency, and they've been, they held my hand, and they've been able to work with me until now. I'm able to even train you guys, okay? So that is basically who I am, and that is basically what I've been able to do as far as cryptocurrency is concerned. Okay, so the next thing that you are going to look at is, this is just an information from the one that you can see here on the left side, is a local Bitcoins account, and this is a local Bitcoins account that I registered. You can see this account was created, 4 years and 10 months ago, okay? And then there is this other one here. You can see this transaction was done on 23rd of August 2017. This was my very first transaction that I ever did. This was back in 2017. I bought coins at CoinMama. There's an exchange called CoinMama. So I bought Bitcoins worth $70 at CoinMama, and I paid $70, and you can see the transaction here. This was done on 23rd of August 2017. Then later on, I got to know about local Bitcoins, and I became a trader at local Bitcoins. And I've been trading at local Bitcoins for quite some time. And you can see the trade volume of how many Bitcoins I have traded so far. You can see it's between 20 to 50 Bitcoins. And I've done, the number of confirmed trades is over 1,000 trades with over 737 different traders. And you can see my feedback score here is 100%. So this is just to show you how far back I started or I got involved into the crypto industry. Now, the topics and the course outline that you're going to look at is now what has brought us to this meeting tonight. And this is what I want you to pay attention to the most, because this is where you're going to be involved so much into. So the very first class that you're going to have, that is on Monday, for those who will be joining us, we will be doing what we call the introductions and knowing ourselves, so that we know who we are dealing with, in what industry are you in, By so doing, I might be having a problem and you have a service that can solve my problem. So knowing ourselves will be very, very important. Then I'll give you guys some needed tools and materials that you will need to have to make your learning very smooth. Then I'm also going to share with you some very useful links and the websites, okay? And also we are going to have interactions and agreement on time and any other thing that we may need to agree on. Then on our first week, which is now after the first class on Monday, we are going to look at the overview and history of money. Now this will take us to way back when we used to do barter trade. Okay, so we are going to start all the way back from the time we used to do barter trade. Well, most of us here, depending with our age, we might have not experienced barter trade, but there might be people who here with some age who might have experienced barter trade way before. So we are going to date back all the way back then when our great grandparents used to do barter trade, and we are going to come slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly and see how we've been able to transition from barter trade then to coins, paper money, digital transfers like M-Pesa and Swift transfers and RTGS and into cryptocurrency. So why are we doing this? I don't want just to go directly into cryptocurrency without letting you know where we are coming from. Just like the way you go for a driving class. For example, when you go to the driving school, there are those first lessons that you get to understand. You're told this is a belt, this is the accelerator, this is a clutch, this is a gear, this is a brake, And of course, even before you get into the practical lessons, there are those theory classes that you're going to have. Also, in our first and second and probably the third week, we are going to have theoretical classes. Okay, just getting ourselves acquainted on how we've been able to transition. And I'm very sure you can agree with me that every industry has transitioned. If you guys remember, way back in maybe early 1990s, we probably didn't used to have the smartphones that we have today, right? And people used to use postal office, to send and deliver mails. But now, due to the advancement in technology, things have been able to change. Nowadays, we have the smartphones. If I ask most of you here, when is the last time you went to a post office to deliver or to send a letter, a lot of you might even have never used the post office. So everything is changing. And so the financial industry is changing. And that is where now the cryptocurrency thing is coming in. So we're also going to look at the introduction to blockchain technology, look at what we call the Satoshi value. Satoshi value is basically the measurement of Bitcoin. So we are going to look at how Bitcoin is measured. We're also going to look at movements of money, the value of money, internet usefulness of money. So this will be just an introductory part about money. We will just be talking about purely money. What is money? What gives money value? How is money transferred? So after we have acquainted ourselves with all that information, it will now be very easy for us now to transition from the money aspect that we've been used to, which is we call the fiat currency, into what we now call the digital currency. And now that will take us to our second week. And in our second week, we are going to look at crypto mining. We are going to look how is cryptocurrency mined, because cryptocurrency, most of them are actually mined. Then we are going to look at wallets and exchanges. Where do you keep your cryptocurrency? How do you exchange your cryptocurrency to the local money? We're going to also look at the types of wallet, where you store, where you exchange. We're also going to create wallets and exchanges. Then you are going to look at the terms of use of these wallets and exchanges. And then you are going to look at a very, 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 very important aspect, which is wallet security. After that, we will go now to our second week. Sorry, our third week. Now, in our third week, we are going to look at how to use centralized exchanges. Yes, we've created them, but how do you use them? We're also going to look at how to use decentralized exchanges. For example, Uniswap, NightSwap, ApeSwap, PancakeSwap. You're going to understand what these are. Currently, they might sound very weird to you because you've probably never interacted with them, but you're going to interact with them and get to know how you can actually make passive income out of this decentralized exchanges through some things we call staking and yield farming. Okay, you're also going to look at crypto Ponzi schemes and scams. Probably you've been introduced to a lot of programs out there, and they're telling you, we do cryptocurrency mining, we do this and this, and we pay this amount. But can you be able to verify? So we are going to look at how you can actually be able to verify whether this opportunity being presented to you is a real opportunity. Because remember, in every industry, there will be people with malicious intentions. Take, for example, M-Pesa here in Kenya. When M-Pesa was introduced the very first time, we had scammers sending people messages and purporting to be an M-Pesa message. And they would call you back and tell you, hello, I've sent you some 30,000 Kenya shillings in your M-Pesa. Could you kindly reverse the money, or could you kindly send the money back to me? But of course, with time, the technology have evolved, and nowadays you can easily call the Safaricom to tell them that you made a transaction to the wrong number. But what is my point? My point is, in every new industry, there will always be people looking to take advantage of people who don't have knowledge. If you remember, today I actually shared some conversation I had with another lady. So this lady approached me from the page, the Acute Crypto Academy page. And he was purporting like he's sharing an opportunity to me. So at first time, it actually caught my attention because I wanted to understand what kind of opportunity is this lady offering. But then when I asked him, When I asked her, sorry, what kind of coins do you guys mine? He started giving me coins like BNB, the Binance coin, the TRX, the Tron coin, you know, coins that are not mineable, coins that run on what we call the proof of stake. And we are going to learn what that is and get to understand. So this is when I knew that this lady, actually whatever she was trying to share with me is something that she doesn't even really understand. And this is something that I normally tell a lot of people. When you have an opportunity out there and you're trying to sell it to someone, if you don't understand it quite better, a lot of people are not going to buy into your opportunity. You see, I cannot come to your car yard and I want to buy a certain car, then I start asking you how much is the mileage of this car, you don't know. How much is the CC of this car, you don't know. When was this car made, you start giving me different stories from what is in the manufacturer's book about the car. So definitely that will tell me, probably you're just trying to guess and you're trying to lure me into buying this car that you don't understand. Or probably there is a problem with this car that you don't want me to understand. So we are going to learn about crypto Ponzi schemes and scams and how you can actually be able to identify them. Because trust you me, as more people continue to adopt into cryptocurrency, you will be presented with so many opportunities. And most of these opportunities, you cannot be able to tell whether it's a genuine one or it's a fake one until you have this knowledge to be able to identify, okay? So that will be our week 3. In our week 4, we are going to learn about non-fungible tokens. And we are going to learn what these non-fungible tokens are, the NFTs, popularly known as the NFTs. And this is going to help us to understand how people are changing in how we value and understand things. Because once we start learning about the NFTs and see what pictures are selling at millions of dollars, you'll be very shocked. For example, I'll give you an example. If you are a fan of Twitter, definitely you know Jack Dorsey is the co-founder of Twitter. Okay? So someone is asking me to let them in kindly. Just a minute. Okay, I can see there's some guys waiting here. Okay, I think I added them. So, I was saying, if you know Jack Dorsey, he is the co-founder of Twitter, and he was the very first person to make the very first tweet on Twitter. Do you know that he sold that tweet for $2.6 million? Can you just imagine? He sold the tweet for $2.6 million as an NFT. So we are going to understand what these NFTs are and why would someone buy a tweet for $2.6 million, okay? That is NFTs. We are going to look at yield farming and staking and how you can passively make money in crypto through what we call yield farming. We're also going to look at DeFi, also known as decentralized finance. And decentralized finance will help you to see how we are actually transitioning from the traditional way of banking into now the crypto way of banking, whereby if you need loans, that is why you can see here we have crypto loans. If you need loans, you don't have to take your title deeds, you know, to institutions like we do to the banks or the financing institutions, or you have to take your logbook there. No. So far as you have your Bitcoin, you can borrow some money against it, okay? And then you are going to look, yes? Someone has a question? Someone wants to say something? Okay, no one. So we're also going to look at the metaverse and see how the world is changing, because the metaverse is actually a very, 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 very big industry, and most tech companies are currently competing to see who will be the first to actualize the metaverse idea. Why do you think Facebook changed their name from Facebook to Meta? Why do you think Facebook are currently coming up with virtual reality glasses? It's because in future, we are going to be having physical meetings, but in a virtual world. What does that mean? For example, currently we are in a Google meeting together, but we can only see our faces and we cannot interact. We can only interact through communication, voice, right? But in future, we are going to have virtual reality. The metaverse now will enable us to have a virtual meeting whereby you, I, and someone else, we can actually be able to see ourselves in that meeting physically, but we are actually not there. Our bodies are not there physically. It's just like, for example, if you ever gone to malls and they normally have those 3D screens that you wear some glasses and then you get to watch some 3D videos. Like if you get a chance, just go to maybe the village market and watch a 3D video like the X River. You wear those glasses and then you are actually put in like a cage, and then when the video is playing, you actually become like part of it, and you normally feel scared. You actually have the emotions of whatever is happening. So that is what is going to happen when the metaverse gets actualized. Yesterday I was sharing something with the alumni group about what Dubai is doing and how much they have invested. They have invested millions of dollars to actualize the metaverse. And any other tech company is trying to do that. So we are going to look at that and see how that is going to change how we interact, how we do meetings, and how we even play games, okay? So that will be our week 4. Then our week 5, we are going to get into trading. And now this will be more of practical lessons. So we are going to look at trade setup, get to learn how to place market orders, limit orders, stop limit orders, the OCO orders, get to learn about all those. Then you are going to look at the market analysis ranging. This is now about studying the market. Then you are going to look at sentimental and market psychology analysis, the fundamental analysis, okay? So we are going to look at all these and see how does fundamental analysis differ from technical analysis, of which now technical analysis will be in our week 6, okay? And here we are going to learn about price action and what it is, and the candlestick patterns. Currently, you might not understand this, but this will help you once you open your Binance account, for example, or once you go to a trading view chart, for example, you are able to read the charts and be able to understand what is currently happening in the market, and probably even be able to predict what might happen in the next 2 weeks, or what might happen in the next few hours, or what might happen in the next few months, as far as whatever crypto asset you're looking at is concerned. So that will be technical analysis, and we're also going to look at some technical analysis indicators like the MACD, the support and resistance, the RSI, and how to use them. We're going to look at channels and trend lines. All these will be practical. Support and resistance, and much more. This will be technical analysis, and it will be very, very engaging. Now, in our week 7, we are going to look at what we call responsible trading. How do you trade responsibly? Because there are things that you need to have. For example, you need to have a crypto trading journal where you record all your trades so that you are able to see if you bought a certain token or a certain coin at a certain price, and you probably want to exit after you've made 50%, then in your crypto journal, you're going to look how much is 50% profit of the price that I bought at. Then you're going to indicate in your crypto journal, I should sell this coin when it gets to this price. And by so doing, it will even help you into creating what we call take profit orders, okay? But of course, we are going to learn about that. Now we are going to also identify long-term and short-term trading investments, okay? This one will come after we've understood the difference between trading and investment, okay? So we will have a lesson on the difference between trading and investment. So we are also going to look at capital management. Then we are going to do the class closure and course review, of which where you'll have questions and answers, and eventually we will have interactions and giveaway. This will be our last lesson. Now this reads like week 7, but this is if you are to go with the speed that is required, okay? However, in most classes, sometimes I do tell students 6 to 7 weeks, but most of the lessons that we have done for the last the last 5 classes or 6 classes that I've done, we've always taken 8 weeks. And it's because I want to be patient with everyone, and then I don't want to be in a hurry. I don't want to rush any student. I want you guys to, we are going to go with your pace. But also, we are not going to go too slow that the curriculum is going to take us more than 8 weeks. So I normally have that 1 week grace period, just in case there's a topic that we need to repeat, or there's a topic that student did not understand. you know, something of the sort. Or if something happens in the market that needs to be explained, something of the sort. So that is why we normally put it as 8 weeks. So with that said, there are few things that I will require from you guys, for those who will be joining us. And what is required of you is very easy. You will need to have an open mind, okay? Forget everything you've ever been told about crypto. Forget everything that you've ever been told about Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin is a scam, cryptocurrency is a scam. Forget about that. Bitcoin is a bubble, it's going to crash, it's going to burst, you know. Forget about all that, because you are going to learn a lot, and you, by the time you're coming out of this academy, you will see the crypto perspective in a very different dimension. So also, it's very, very, very important that you keep time, and it's also very, very important that you take notes and you pay attention, you ask questions, and you research even after the class, and do some few assignments that I will be giving you just to see whether you understood the previous class. So that is what is required of you for you to be able to succeed in this class. Then we have our 5 golden reminders for us to have a fun and productive class, and that will require you to be honest, you know, be responsible, and be respectful to others, be kind, be polite, and be caring. If someone asks a question in the class, please be polite and be willing to assist them, because you never know, the next time it might be you who wants assistance, you know. So it's good to be polite and kind and caring, and also be a good listener, okay? Now, I want us to, about the timing, before we go to the next thing, all our trainings will always start at 9 p.m. every day, and this is Monday through Friday, so we don't learn over the weekends, okay? 9 to 10 p.m. the Kenyan time or East African time, and it is through Monday, it's Monday through Friday. But sometimes classes do take long, especially when we start the practicals. The classes might take 2 hours, some few times 2.5 hours, depending with the topic that we are dealing with. But the very first few weeks, the classes are going to take only 1 hour, okay? So now, I want us to have a look at a few things to give you a feeling of how the class will be conducted and why you don't want to miss this. So I want you to pay attention. This is going to take some very few minutes. It's not going to take so much time. So I want to just share a different screen. Just to give you a feeling of what you are going to be learning about. So I want to confirm that everyone can see my screen. Let me put it in clear so that everyone can see. Can everyone see my screen? Someone just to tell me what you can see. Anyone kindly? What have I highlighted?
Today, cryptocurrency prices and market caps.
Thank you. Today's cryptocurrency prices by market cap. So this is an aggregator, okay? We are going to learn what an aggregator is in the class. But an aggregator is basically a site that tracks cryptocurrency movements globally and brings all the data into one point. And there's many other aggregators that you're going to also look at. But CoinMarketCap is one of the main and major known aggregator, and it tracks a lot of cryptocurrency. If you look here with me, you can see that we have over 20,000 cryptocurrencies. Probably some of you might only know of Bitcoin or Ethereum, okay, just because it's popular and it was the first cryptocurrency to be ever invented. But don't be surprised if I told you that we have over 20,000 cryptocurrencies, okay? Apart from that, we also have the exchanges that we will be dealing with, okay? Someone wants to join, just a minute. Okay, can't see them anymore. So we're also going to look at the exchanges. You can see here we have 499 exchanges, okay? Okay, so you can see we have 499 exchanges. We are going to look at, we will be looking at Binance, because Binance is the best exchange and is one of the exchanges with the highest liquidity, okay? So we are going to be using Binance as our example, But of course, whatever we are going to learn at Binance is exactly the same thing that you're going to also learn or also see in those other exchanges, okay? Now, apart from that, you can also see how big the market cap. You see, the market cap, this means the total amount of money that has been invested in the crypto industry. You can see here, we are actually currently having $1.03 trillion, okay? That is now the whole cryptocurrency market capitalization. Apart from that, you can see the 24-hour volume. Now, the 24-hour volume gives you the amount of money that have been traded today in crypto. Well, take for example, today there are people who've been transacting with M-Pesa, right? And Safaricom can be able to actually see that. Take for example the NCBA bank. There's that money they've been transacting today, sending in and out, and they can actually, by the end of the day, they can actually be able to see our customers were able to send 800 million across today, or we had like 1 million shillings withdrawn from different ATMs. Now, the amount of money that have been traded today globally in cryptocurrency, as far as cryptocurrency is concerned, we are not talking about Kenya shillings or the dollar. We are talking about cryptocurrency. You can see here is $81 billion, okay? Then you can see here we have the BTC dominance, and we have, which is currently at 42%. This means Bitcoin is currently dominating the market by 42.1%. And you're going to see how you can actually calculate this dominance. And then you can see the second best cryptocurrency, Ethereum, you can see it's currently dominating the market at 18.1%. And then you can see here the 25 way is basically the Ethereum gas fees, or the fees that you normally pay when you're transacting with tokens that run on Ethereum network. Now, I want us to look how much one Bitcoin is currently trading at. And you can see here, one Bitcoin is currently trading at $22,000, okay? Well, this might sound so much, but if I told you that at some point Bitcoin was trading at $69,000, you might get surprised. Okay, let me just show you here the all-time. So you can see here, around here, Bitcoin was actually trading at around, let me see here, at around, well, this is showing me around, this one here should be around $69,000. Well, it's showing me $63,000, but the highest that Bitcoin ever did was actually $69,000. Sometimes back, we've been buying Bitcoin at 7.5 million, one Bitcoin. If you compare how much one Bitcoin is currently selling in Kenya shillings, it's around 2.8 million, 2.9 million. That is how much it's currently trading at. But you might be shocked or surprised and feel, Bitcoin is coming down, Bitcoin is collapsing. But if I told you that this is the best time for you guys to join the class, because money is normally made during these times. How? This is the time for you to invest when Bitcoin is very cheap. Because, like it or not, Bitcoin is going to bounce back, and Bitcoin is going to go beyond $69,000. And a lot of money is going to be made. Now, let me give you an example of what happened here in 2017, 2018. For the very first time, if you look this line here, for the very first time, Bitcoin had not gone all the way to around $20,000. But in 2017, there was a bull run, and Bitcoin went all the way to $20,000. Let me see if I can be able to get this properly here. Around, okay. Well, it's showing the small dot down below. I want it to show me the top. But if you look this dotted line, you can see it's actually showing around 19.4K. That is around 19,400. But it actually touched $20,000. Now, when it went to $20,000, a lot of people were doing what we call FOMO. And FOMO is just a crypto slang that means the fear of missing out. And a lot of people who've never been in the cryptocurrency industry actually invested around these areas. You can see it here now, 19,407. Then what happened? the Bitcoin price started coming down, and you can see to how low it actually came down. It came down all the way to around $3,200. You can imagine, from 2 million Kenya shillings to 340,000 Kenya shillings. And everyone was panicking. Bitcoin is going to collapse. Bitcoin is a bubble. Bitcoin is a scam, you know, and everyone was scared and skeptical. For example, back then, remember I told you guys that I joined crypto, or I started engaging myself in crypto around 2017. So I was very lucky to be in mining, and I actually made some good money during the 2017 boom. But what happened when Bitcoin was coming down, I'll be honest with you, because I had not understood the crypto very well, I panicked and I actually sold my Bitcoins. I actually sold around 19 Bitcoins and went and bought a car. I remember I bought my first car in 2018 at around August there and about. And then in 2019, January, I bought another car. I went and built a house with the Bitcoins that I actually sold. If I only knew, and I never panicked, and I waited until around 2021, just recently, when Bitcoin was trading at around, look how much it has been trading, at around $69,000. Well, it's showing $66,000. Let's even say $66,000. Imagine if I held my Bitcoins, my 19 Bitcoins up to $66,000. Let's quickly go to calculator here and see how much money I would have made. So you can imagine 19 Bitcoins. I sold my Bitcoins at around $12,000 when Bitcoin was coming down from 20,000. So that was around 1.2 million. You can see here, this was around 22 million, okay? And then I went and did those all projects. But now imagine if I was just a little bit patient and decided to hold my 19 Bitcoins, and Bitcoin goes to $69,000, which is roughly 7.5 million. 7.5 million. Yeah, there and about. You can imagine, I could be worth, I can't even read this figure. I could be worth 142 million if I held on to my Bitcoins. But well, I sold. Well, I don't regret, because I still have the car, I have the house, which is fine. Probably I could have done a better house, or I could have bought a better car if I held. But you know, vijana, you want to enjoy life, you've made your first million, you want to drive a nice car, you want to have your own home, which is okay. I don't regret, because it was a lesson. But I wouldn't want anyone who is in this class tonight to go through the same. That is why the academy is there. And that is why I'm actually saying that this is the best time for you to join the academy. Why? Because it is in this academy that we are going to be looking at the projects that you need to buy and hold and wait for the bull run. Because when the bull run comes, probably you might not understand what the bull run is, but the bull run is when the market is going up like crazy. Like you've seen in the previous 2018, let me show you. Like you've seen, it's loading, like you've seen here. You can imagine now from here, market, you can see it actually went from 8,000 and went all the way up to around 24,000, then retraced a little bit back, continued going up, came down a little bit, continued going up. And one thing that you will learn in the class is that the market never moves in a straight direction. There will always be upward and downwards, okay? And it's part of the journey. But after you have mastered how the market moves, then it will be very easy for you to make money. I want to share another project with you, which is one of my favorite projects. There's BNB. BNB is actually a Binance coin. Binance is currently the largest exchange in the world with the highest liquidity in the world. And BNB is the coin that powers the Binance exchange. Now, if you look how much one BNB is trading at, is actually trading at around $261. If you multiply $261, you multiply by how much? 261, you multiply by 118, that is around 30,800. So this coin is currently trading at 30,800. So this coin was actually launched in 2017. If you come here under all, you can see here 2017 around here. At around 2017, That is like 5 years ago, actually less than 5 years ago. This coin was selling at $0.1. So $0.1, if we multiply by 118, that is, it was selling for 11 Kenyan shillings. So let's just imagine, let's do some quick calculations here. I'll go back to calculator and do some quick calculation here. So let's imagine you had not a lot of money. Let's just say you had like 20,000, for example. In 2017, getting 20,000 was not so hard, okay? So you had 20,000, and we've seen that this was selling at 0.1. You multiply by, back then a dollar was probably selling at around 1 or 3, right? Because of the inflation, the dollar has gone so up. So this was 10 shillings. So divide this by 10 shillings, 10.3 shillings. So you would have bought 1,941 BNB coins, okay? That is in 2017 with only 20,000 Kenya shillings. And now we've seen that one is selling at $261. Multiply this by 118, that is coming to around 30,800. So if you were to sell your 1,941 BNB coins at the current price, which is 30,800, you would have how much? You would have 59,805,825. Imagine, within 5 years, with an investment of 20,000. I want you to give me an investment, even whichever land that is very prime, and you would have bought it even at 5 million. Would you sell it at 59 million today if you bought it back in 2017? The answer is simple, no. But in cryptocurrency, it's actually very easy to do this. I don't know whether I can be able to share a screenshot here with you of the various times I've been able to make, not once, not twice, not thrice, I've been able to make like $10,000 in less than a week in crypto. Well, I'm not trying to tell you that cryptocurrency is a get-rich-quick scheme. No, it is not. But sometimes you will have those opportunities, especially when new projects are launching, and there's so much hype in this project, and you easily make money with these projects, okay? So, we are saying here you could have made 59 million if you sold at the current price. But how about if I told you that BNB, this is not its all-time high? At some point, BNB was selling at $690. How much is that? If you multiply $690, you multiply by, if you look at the all-time high of BNB coin here, you can see it here. This was around $678. So let's even work with $678 and multiply by 678 multiplied by 115. That is 77,970. Now, if you go back to our calculator here and calculate, if you sold your Bitcoins at the all-time high, how much money would you have? Not your Bitcoin, but your BNB, 77,970. And you said you'd have bought 1,940. Let's even say 40. Look how much money you would have made. Around 151 million if you sold it at its all-time high. Why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this because I want you to understand that cryptocurrency is a game of patience. But in as far as it's a game of patience, you need to have the right knowledge. Otherwise, if you don't have the right knowledge, you will see people driving big cars, people building big houses, people going for vacation, but you're wondering, what do these people do? You probably think these guys are corrupt, or you probably think that these guys are thieves, but no. It's that they saw an opportunity somewhere and they had the correct knowledge, and then they used that knowledge to actually make money out of that. So, we are going to learn so much. This is just an overview of what we've been able to do. Let me just show you another coin here, the last one, because I can see we still have some 12 minutes. There's PYR. PYR is another favorite project of mine. It's called Vulcan Forged. So this one is currently trading at $4. This coin, at some point, it was selling at $59. This project, we bought it when it was selling at $0.2. So if you multiply $0.2. If you divide $4 divide by 0.2, you will see that it has grown 20 times more from when we bought it. Okay, 20 times more from when we bought it. Even if we never sold at $59, which was its all-time high, we could still be having some good money, some good profits. You can see here how much it was selling at. You see, we could still be having some good profits. But now you might be wondering, how do you know about these coins? How do you know the coins to buy? The coins are so many, because we've seen we have over 20,000 cryptocurrencies. And trust you me, these are not all the cryptocurrencies, because there are other cryptocurrencies that are not listed in this exchange. For example, let me see if the Big 5 token was launched here. The Big 5. The Big 5 token. You see, a token like the Big 5 is actually not here. Okay? But this is a coin that you need to buy, because it will be the first coin to power an African NFT marketplace, okay? Where people can buy and sell art, especially the Africans who understand. You see, the way we appreciate and value the African art is different probably from how the Americans appreciate art, because it depends with what they have around. Probably they will appreciate a very nice painting. Here in Kenya or here in Africa, you might appreciate an art of someone who's drawn a lion or a buffalo or a cheetah or a tiger, because that is something that you can relate with, you know. The Big 5 token is another coin called Mobula that is going to launch very soon. You can see it has not been listed here. Let me see if Fitcoin is there. Fitcoin is going to be launched very soon. Well, Fitcoin is here. And if you look at Fitcoin, you can see there is market data is untracked. So these are some of the projects that we are going to be looking at before they hit the market, before everyone else knows about them, you know. And money in crypto is made when you invest early, before any other person have invested in this project. And we've been able to do that previously. Currently, a lot of projects are not launching, because no one wants to launch their project when the market is on a downward trend. But that is normal, because the sentiments or the emotions of most traders is we might continue to go down, which if I was to be asked personally, I would wish if the market continues to go down just a little bit to around maybe 13,000, 15,000. If Bitcoin can trade at around 15,000, 13,000, that will be a very, 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 very good, because that will mean you are actually getting a discount. Now, if you open here Bitcoin and see, you check here the all-time high, just a minute, historical data, no, sorry, more information. Now you can see the total addresses that are currently holding Bitcoin. It's 42.9 million. These are people who are currently holding Bitcoin. And by the mere fact that one Bitcoin is selling at 22,900, it doesn't mean that you need to have all this money for you to be able to buy one Bitcoin. Once we start learning about the Satoshi value and how Bitcoin is measured, you will realize that you can even buy Bitcoins worth 1,000 Kenya shillings or $10 or $15 or whatever amount it is. But you can see how many people or how many wallets are currently holding Bitcoin, 42.9 million. So you can see how serious people are. Recently, there was a survey by UNACTAD, and the survey was saying that 8.45% of Kenyans are currently holding crypto. So are you among of them? And it's actually a bigger percentage than the US is holding cryptocurrency. So it means Kenyans have already started adopting into this new technology. But are you part of it? Now here you can see the addresses that are currently holding crypto, and you can see the wallet that is holding a lot of crypto. This one is holding 252,000 Bitcoins, which is 1.2% of the total supply. Why do we have a total supply? Once you start learning, you will realize that in cryptocurrencies, we are having most cryptocurrencies having a maximum supply, whereby we can never, like for example, if you take Bitcoin, we can never have more than 21 million Bitcoins in existence. Currently, we have 19 million Bitcoins which are in circulation. So you might be wondering, where are the extra 3 million Bitcoins? And that is where mining comes in, and you're going to learn how that is done. Okay? So with that said, I think I've shown you a number of things or a good experience of what you're going to expect. There's so much that you're going to learn. This is just, a sneak peek of examples of what we're going to learn. We are not currently going into details, but we will be going into much details when we start the class. I just want to rush here and share another screen here just to show you some feedback that we received from the previous class and what they had to say about the academy, about their experience, so that you are able to understand or see what other students who've passed through the academy had to say about the academy. So I asked some questions here. Did you complete the whole curriculum with the rest of the students? If no, why? I asked this because if there was a student who never completed the class, maybe my mode of teaching was boring. So if it's that reason, then you could tell me why so that I know where to change. But you can see, yes, no, I lost a loved one. I'm so sorry for that. I did 90% of the attendance. Yes, though I struggled with candlestick as I was down with COVID. Yes, yes, yes. So a lot of people actually completed. Now, how did you hear about Hakut Crypto Academy? And you can see from you, Hakut, my wife, word of mouth, social media, and from a friend. Actually, most of them were actually referrals. How would you describe the curriculum and the topics you learned in one sentence? You can see very detailed. The curriculum outline and topics were broad and wide in knowledge, very educative, interesting, and an eye-opener in the industry. They were well organized such that you could build up what was learned to the next topic. Okay, very intense but also liberating, since I don't have to rely on others 100% when it comes to crypto. Best ever, the curriculum was an eye-opener. So these are responses from different people. What is the difference among the maximum supply? So this was a question concerned to what we learned, because I wanted to see whether students actually understood. Based on what you learned, do you feel much informed as compared to when you had not taken the training? And you can see 100% said yes. What is the smallest unit? Of course, that is in respect to the academy. How would you describe the teacher mode of teaching, and how well was he informed in what he taught? You can see we have 85% saying excellent, and we have 14% saying good. We didn't have any poor feedback. What is price action? So that one you might not understand for now. What did you not like about the academy? Time constraints, so probably he was at work or she was at work, can't think of anything, all was good. The class can be confusing for the first time, and missing one lesson can cause you to be detached. That's why I say this is going to be engaging, okay? I liked the academy, and in spite of late classes, always looked forward to joining the next one. You can see nothing. So someone didn't like the futures class, which you're going to look at. Nothing much to dislike. I think the notes and presentations should be sent to the students. The class came when I had dozens of commitments. Well, it may help to have physical classes. The late nights, though, being the most reasonable time, which can be quite tiring. Honestly, I liked everything. I'm putting this in broad daylight because I don't want you guys to feel like I'm only sharing the positive comments, okay? What is yield farming? Of course, that was concerned to class. What did you like the most about the academy? Detailed explanation, commitment to classes, and provision of variable service in knowledge sharing. The knowledge, very informative. I love practical examples. The mode of teaching, very amazing. I liked everything. He liked farming. Teachers' commitment and patience in ensuring we understood most of it. So these are just the feedbacks that the students had to give about the academy, and this tells you that a good number of students were actually satisfied from what they actually learned in the academy. So with that said, I can see we are running out of time. I want now to give you guys an opportunity to ask any classes, but before that, I know the first question will be, how much will be the fees? Okay, so we are going to be charging $100, and if you actually go, let me just go back here. If you go here, and there's a question that I asked some students here. You can see I asked, based on what you learned, you can see this one here, based on what you learned, how much do you feel the charges of the academy should be? So we had one person saying $50. We had 7 people saying $100, which was actually the previous fee. We had 14% or two guys saying $200. We had one person saying $150. I know if you don't do it for the, I know you don't do it for the money. I wish I could see this response. Let me see. Yeah, I know, just a minute. I know you don't do it for the money we pay. This is pure sacrifice. Not sure I can affix charges that befit the efforts you put in. Okay. The cost is worth way more than 100 USD, but in that what country most people have low income, and hence a low entry price would encourage more people in crypto space. As they grow, the market grows and everybody wins. Okay, I felt it was underpriced since it was $100 before. Okay, so those are some of the reviews. Well, the very first class that I had, or the very first class that I did, I charged them $50 because it was my first class, but I noticed a lot of students were actually joining that class, and to some extent I was getting overwhelmed. And because I want to give full attention to everyone, I decided to increase the fee and reduce the number of students. Okay, so, and also I also noticed, because it was only $50, a lot of students were not committed, and there was a lot of disturbance, because you can imagine a class of 80 students or 70 students, and all of you are learning with different paces, and all of us, we are blessed differently. So there was a lot of commotion that was going on, but I decided to reduce the number of students to 35 students. So for this class, we are only going to admit 35 students. Okay, the fee is going to be $100, and you have until Monday to make your payments. I'm going to share the payment details in the class group. Unfortunately, I know there are people who want to ask if you can pay in installments. Unfortunately, no, because I've had some bad experience before when I decided to do that. Okay, so if you want to join the class, and if you feel the class is worth $100, and you feel that you will be having the time to commit yourself to come and learn and get this knowledge, then I'm going to provide you with the payment details in the class group, or in the WhatsApp group that I was sharing all this information. Then you can make the payment. Then I will add you now to the intake class, or the group that you're going to be learning from, okay, with other students. So you have until Monday to do that. And with that said, I think I've shared almost everything that I wanted to share with you guys, unless there's someone who has a question. Something else, there is an alumni class, or there's an alumni group, meaning after you've gone through the class, we actually don't end there. Okay, you're going to have an alumni group where you now mingle or join the group, and together with the students who've gone through the curriculum, you can now share ideas, share projects. If you have something that you would want to ask, you can ask from the group. So we are trying to build a community. You never know, we might come up with our own coin, or we might come up with our own exchange, or we might come up with our own, you never know, we might come up with our own thing. But the most important thing for now is to make sure that everyone have understood what crypto entails and is able to maneuver in the crypto industry by themselves, and you can actually be able to make money out of crypto. Personally, I survive through crypto. If it's to fuel, it's crypto. If it's my bills, it's crypto. If I'm going for a vacation, it's crypto. If it's dressing, it's crypto. So if I can do it, why not you? That is the question that you should actually ask yourself.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Agnes Murari. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
So I don't have a question, but I want to take this opportunity to thank you for the time that you have created. At least to open, this is an opportunity for us as Kenya
True.
to make it in life, because most of the time we keep on complaining, there's no money, there's no this. But I think this is an opportunity for us who are here today.
Correct.
We can take this opportunity positively.
Yeah.
And make it.
Thank you.
In fact, the experiences he has shared, if he has made it all that through crypto, I'm sure also we can do it.
Definitely.
So thank you so much.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to learn and earn.
Oh, wow. Welcome. That is our tagline, actually. You learn, you trade, and then you earn, okay? So definitely,
Yeah.
trust you me, you're going to earn. We've had classes before where students paid $100, and by the time we are coming out of the project, or by the time we are actually done with the academy, they've actually recovered all the money that they paid for the fees and actually made some profit. We actually had an
That's
experience with some students in the last class. The very, very first class was actually the best. I remember in that class, during that class, there was what we call the meme coins boom. And during that boom, my friend, we made a lot of money. During that boom,
wow.
I must have made almost 3 million in that class. And a lot of other students actually made $5,000. And actually, if there is anyone here who's been referred here by the likes of Juliet Mwangi, the likes of Arnold, Kevin, the likes of a good number of students actually made some good money from that class. And you never know what the market might hold. But remember, like I've told you, I've been in the industry for quite some time, and I know this is the best time to invest. But what projects do you want to invest into? You don't have that knowledge, and that is why you're paying me to actually be able to guide you on what projects you're going to buy, in what projects you're going to make so much money when the bull run comes. So Agnes Morari, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I love it that you've taken it positive, and I'm sure I'm going to see you in class. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, anyone else?
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Your voice is a little bit lower. If you could kindly raise it for
Sorry.
everyone to hear. Ah, thank you, thank you.
Okay, my name is Jessica.
Yes, Jessica.
Yes, I also want to take this opportunity to thank you so much for the presentation, which has been very informative.
Okay.
And I have one question to ask. There is a number of coins you mentioned that are yet to be launched. One of them is Fitcoin, but I didn't get the other one. Kindly, could you let us know?
The
And
other
where
one is
can they be
Mobula.
found?
The other one is on Mobula.
Mobula.
Yes, Mobula is an aggregator.
Mm-hmm.
They are actually building an aggregator just like CoinMarketCap.
Uh-huh.
And they've actually done quite so much. If I can share with you, let me just share with you because you've asked real quick. It's not going to take so long. We go to mobula.finance. So the project is actually live and it's working, but they haven't launched the project yet because of the current market sentiments. But this is going to be a life changer. This is going to be a life changer. And these guys, I've interacted with them before. I was in one of their projects that they launched before called Stesafu. And Stesafu is a project that tries to track scam coins. You know, it tries to scam, it reads the contract, and it's able to tell you whether this is a good project or not. And it actually did very well. I remember I made almost $7,000 from that project. And the same guy who came up with that previous project is also coming again with this aggregator. So you can see it's live, in as much as most data here might not be correct because it's still in development. You can see Mobula is a decentralized and seamless data aggregator, redistributing profit to users and processing data on-chain. Well, these other aggregators, there's no way you can actually make money from these other aggregators like CoinGecko or CryptoRank or CoinMarketCap. But Mobula is giving you that opportunity. So this is one project that I believe is going to do very, very well. I'm lucky to be part of the DAO, okay? Meaning when projects are normally sent, they normally come to us. You can see the DAO members here. I wish we could see them. Well, you can see some links are not working because it's still in development. But I'm part of the DAO, meaning before a project is listed in the Mobula, it has to go through us. Then we verify whether it's a good project, then we list it in Mobula. So this is another very good project that is going to launch very, very soon. And yeah, we are going to see how to go about it. Most people that will benefit out of this project are maybe those who are going to join the curriculum, because of course I now being part of the DAO. Now the DAO are the people who normally verifies a project before it gets listed to this aggregator. So it has to go through us, then we vet it and verify it. Okay, if we verify that everything is correct, we now forward it to the DAO rank 2. Personally, I'm in DAO rank 1. So the DAO rank 2 are guys that now verifies whether what we've submitted is okay, is correct, and now it goes to the DAO rank 3, and the DAO rank 3 will now approve the project and it will get listed. Okay, have I answered your question?
Yes, you have. Thank you so much.
Okay, do you have any question? Do you have any other question?
Right now I don't have, but I'm really interested in joining the class. I want
Okay,
to learn.
okay, thank you. I'll be happy to see you in class. Any other question from anyone else? Sharif, Simon, you look like you want to
Yes,
say
hello,
something.
hello.
Hello,
Hello, everyone.
hello.
Yeah, mine, first of all, is just to thank you
Okay,
for your dedicated time. At
okay,
least the master overview class
okay,
imekuwa mzuri.
okay,
At least we have learned some few things, and I'm looking forward to join the class. Mostly, like for me, I've been telling people about Novatech, but I didn't quite have a good knowledge about it. But now the class that I'm planning to attend, it will really help me to educate my friends so that we can grow together,
sure, sure, sure.
and at least we can learn, trade, and earn together.
Definitely. Learn, trade, and learn. I like
Yeah,
the slogan.
and I really appreciate the Hakit Academy
Oh, wow.
for giving us this opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, that will help young men and women grow.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So nothing much to say, but I'm just looking forward on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah,
Be part
to
of
wake
us.
up and
Wow.
kupambana na gurudumu la maisha na hii
Thank you,
Crypto
thank you.
Academy.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So he mentioned
Yep.
about Novatech. Novatech is, I don't really want to preempt everything at the moment because we haven't started looking at cryptocurrency and some people might get confused. But Novatech is a business that we've been doing since 2019 and we've really invested in this business and it's giving us some very good returns. But we are going to look at it together for those who will be attending in the class, okay? So that is just, I don't want to preempt so much about it, but it's a thing that my students are going to like, I can promise you.
Yeah, we really appreciate.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So maybe 2 more guys and then we call it a night. 2 more guys and then we call it a night. Anyone who wanna say something?
Hakit?
Yes, great. Great mind. My good friend, how are you? You here?
Yes, how are you?
I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you. I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't miss the master overview.
Okay.
As I escort my friends
Wow. So you have some friends here?
now. Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
I want to assure everyone on board that this is the place to be, because without this knowledge, it's very difficult, especially in crypto. So mine is just to tell them that they're in the right place with the right teacher, the right academy.
Oh, wow.
Since I joined, I think I have made over $300.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's very amazing. Wow, that's very nice. So Great
Thank you,
Mind.
thank you.
Okay, thank you, bro. Great Mind was in my previous class, and I think he never missed even a single class. And you can see he is even motivated to even attend the master class with the upcoming students. That tells you how much excited he was. And he told me he was very, 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 very green in the industry. And he's very happy that he was able to learn and gain so much knowledge beyond probably what he expected. And that is the same thing that is going to happen to you guys, okay? Now, one last person, then we call it a night. One last person, if you have something that you want to say, Cynthia, and say something. If this is the Cynthia that I'm thinking about. Is this Cynthia from US?
Oh, no. I'm Kenyan.
Oh, Kenyan. Okay, maybe you can say
Yes.
something still. Because I picked you.
Okay, my name is Cynthia. Really thank you for this opportunity.
Okay.
This is the second time. The last time I was a bit engaged. I couldn't get into the class on time and everything, but this time I'm coming and I'm in for it.
Ah, wow. So you're coming with full force and, focus and then
Yeah,
sitting. Wow, wow, wow.
yeah. There's a friend of mine called Mark. Is one
Oh,
of the
Mark. I know
Mark.
Mark. Mm.
Yes.
He was in
Yeah,
my
he's the one
my
who.
other
Yeah.
class, not the previous one. My other class, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Mark happens to be among one of my best students in their class. And that is very, very great. So he actually referred you to this academy.
Yes, he told me go ahead and do it again because
Ah,
I'd given up since I couldn't make it on the other one. I just said, let this pass. But he just told me, just do this. If you regret, I'll pay you back.
ah. I'll help him to pay you back. If you
Yes.
regret, I'll help him to pay you back. I promise.
I know that won't happen because I know I'm going to go into it and it's going to work.
Ah, wow, wow, wow. I'm nice to hear from you. So thank you so much. Unless there's someone I've locked out, I never want to lock anyone out. But anyone? 5, 4, 3, 2. Nick, you want to say something? Nick Moremi.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I just want to greet guys and say I'm looking forward to start to learn on Monday.
Wow, 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 wow. Okay, wow. I'm very happy to
Yeah,
hear
and I
that.
was just referred by my friend of mine.
Who is
I
that?
don't know if he was in the last. I don't know if he was in the last class or not,
Who is that?
but uh, he's used to be a great friend of mine.
What is his name? Probably I can tell you if you
His
will.
name is Joshua.
Joshua from
Joshua.
from Marindi. Joshua
Yeah,
who?
exactly.
Ah, Joshua. I know Joshua. Yeah, Joshua was in the
Okay,
previous
I know
class.
him, Joshua the engineer. I used to call him the engineer.
Well, I've had a number of Joshuas in my classes, so I might not be able to know which one, but I know there's one Joshua that I met in Malindi. Probably he might be the one. I'm not so sure.
Yeah, that's one Maridi Joshua from Maridi
Ah,
actually. Yeah.
okay. Joshua was in, I
Yeah.
think, previous class or the other class. I can't really remember. Yeah. So, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So, with that said, guys, remember what we've said. It's a first come, first serve basis. We are only going to admit 35 student maximum, and we are only going to accept payments until Monday. Not really Monday, until let's say Monday midday, because our class will be starting on Monday at 9 p.m. Tomorrow I'm going to do a repeat of the master class overview. Okay, for those who've missed today, I'm going to do a repeat for one more time. And now that we've done the masterclass overview, it means the payments are open for everyone. So I'm going to share the payment details. You make the payments, and once you've made the payment, I'll put you in the whitelist, and then I'll add you guys in the class group on Monday. Then on Monday we hit the road. It will be 8 weeks of learning, so you can imagine the content that you are going to learn. Okay. And on Monday, it will just be interactive, just giving you some materials, getting to know ourselves, and then we start the real deal. And I'm going to promise you that you guys are going to learn a lot, and you're going to come out of the academy totally different. So I want to take this time to say thank you so much for everyone who stayed with us until this very last point. And again, after the academy, you're also going to get a certificate. A certificate of from Hackett Crypto Academy, just to certify you that you've gone through the introduction to cryptocurrency and you have the enough knowledge, to go share it out there, be able to do a number of things by yourself. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. Have a very good night, and I'll see you guys in class. Don't miss out, because if you miss out, and currently the market is very good for us, because this is the time for us to accumulate the assets, then you're going to miss it big time. In 2024, that is probably when the big bull run is going to come. And if you miss it now, you're going to catch it maybe in 2027 or 2020, 2026, 2027. So don't miss it out now. And for you not to miss out, you need to be in this class. And with that said, I want to wish everyone a very good night. But before that, I promised that someone is going to win a free entry to the academy. I almost forgot. So I want to do that very now. So if you know you're there, or let's just do this tomorrow. Should we do this tomorrow or should we do it now? What do you guys think?
Let's do it now.
We do it now.
Yes.
You know you're going to win, eh? Okay, well, I'm going to do
I'm
that.
so excited. We should do it now.
We do it now. Okay. Yeah, so someone is going to win a free ticket to the academy. Let's see who that will be. So I want to really very fast do something here. I want to write all your names. Okay, so that the silence means everyone have had their name. So I'm going to shuffle these names, shuffle, 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 shuffle. And then in 3, 2, 1, let's go and see who will be the winner. And our winner is Blessed One. So Blessed One, you've won yourself a ticket to HCA Crypto Academy. So you're the first person to be added to the HCA Crypto Academy for free. So please make sure that you use this opportunity to the fullest. Make sure you also reach out to me. Blessed, are you there? Blessed One.
Yes, I'm there.
Yes, please give vote of thanks or vote of congratulations.
I'm excited.
You're excited, right?
Yes,
Wow.
thank you.
Okay. So you've won yourself a free ticket to HCA Crypto Academy, and make sure you reach out to me. I want to believe you have my phone number, right?
Yes, I do on WhatsApp.
Yes. Make sure you reach out to me so that I can have your contact, and on Monday I will add you with the rest of the students into the class. So well done, congratulations once again, and I'll see you guys in class on Monday. Bye bye and have a very good night everyone.